Welcome to the Chang's Chinese classroom. Today is the other half of lesson 1. Let me introduce you. Alright. The first sentence. 跟我读。我来介绍一下。我来介绍一下。Alright. This one, 我, me, and 来 means come, and here just mean let me. Alright. So 我来 combined with the action means let me. It's a very casual way to say let me. And this one is our new word. 介绍. 介绍 to mean to introduce, or it could be a non-introduction, right? And here it functions as the verb introduce. And here this one, 一下. 一下 just mean one time for the action to make it casual, right? So that's the action plus 一下 to mean the duration of the action is quite short, or the times of the action is very limited. So it's a very casual way to make a suggestion. Let me introduce. 我来介绍一下, right? And here, this one, 跟我读。我来做个自我介绍。Again, 我来做个自我介绍。Alright, perfect. 我来 again, let me, alright, let me. And this one, 做, it means to do, right? To do. So here, this one, 介绍 is function as a noun, as the introduction. So 做自我介绍. Oh, sorry, this one. 我 is me, alright? And this one, 自 is actually also me, self. So 自我 altogether means myself. 自我介绍 is a self-introduction. That's a very formal way to refer to self-introduction. So 做介绍 would be to make an introduction. So 做自我介绍 means to make a self-introduction. And I've already mentioned 个, that's the universal measure word. And when we are short of the number, we mean one. Right? So 我来做个自我介绍 it is equals to 我来做一个自我介绍. Alright, so let me make a self-introduction. Alright, let me make an introduction on myself. Alright, next one. 跟我读。很高兴认识您。One more time. 很高兴认识您。Great. Very 高兴 means happy or happiness. That's our new word. 认识. Right? 认识 means to recognize or to know. To know or to recognize. And normally refers with the person, to mean to recognize a person or to know the person. Alright? And the 您, that's a respectful form of you. So, very happy to know you. It's nice to get to know you. Nice to meet you. Right? And here, 跟我读。对不起，我不认识。对不起，我不认识。Oh, oops. 对不起，我不认识。Alright. 对不起 means I'm sorry or sorry. 我不认识 I don't know or I don't recognize. That is the perfect sentence when you don't know someone, right? Or when you can't recognize some characters. Alright, for example, if someone showing you something in Chinese and you have no idea what it is, you could say, sorry, I don't know what that is. 对不起，我不认识。Right. Next one. 跟我读。很荣幸认识您。很荣幸认识您。Right. This is a new word and is extremely forward new words, honored or to be honored. 荣幸. Alright, 荣 actually means honor or glory, and 幸 means the luck. Right? So it is honored and lucky to get to know you. Alright, very honored to know you. So it's a very respectful way to say it's nice to meet you for a person in a really high rank or your superior. And this one, 跟我读，这是我的荣幸，这是我的荣幸。It is my honor or it is my pleasure, right? Next one. 跟我读，我负责销售工作。Here one more time. 我负责销售工作。Alright. Here, this is our new word. 负责。负责 means to be in charge of. Alright. And here, if you want to make your expression very formal and polite, normally you could, this is substitution of 做 to do, right? So basically that's a fancy or a formal way to say to do. I'm in charge of. Say for example, I am doing the sales job. You could say in a fancy way, I'm in charge of the sales position. I'm in charge of the sales jobs, right? So that is my responsibility. 我负责, I am in charge of, and this is the word I added, 销售. 销售, that's to sell. To sell. So 销售工作, that would be kind of like a selling position. Sales work, right? I'm in charge of the sales work. Next one, a long one. First, 跟我读。中国进口爱尔兰的牛肉和奶粉。A long one. With me one more time. 中国进口爱尔兰的牛肉和奶粉。Alright, that's a new word. 进口。进口, that means import, right? 进 means enter. And the 口 here just like to refers to the entrance. It's not listed here. So enter the entrance, that would be import, right? Import. And here function as a verb, to import. 爱尔兰, that's island. 爱尔兰的, that's islands. 牛肉 beef and 和 what is this? 奶粉, that's the milk powder, right? 奶 is short of 牛奶. Short of 牛奶. And 粉 is the powder, right? 粉 is the powder. So 奶粉 altogether, milk powder. So China imports islands. Oh, here, perfect. Islands beef and milk, or Irish beef and milk. Alright. That's when we use 进口 as a verb. And it can also be used as a noun, like here. Oh, sorry, to be used as an adjective. Follow me first. 这是进口的牛肉。这是进口的牛肉。This is the beef of. This is the imported beef. Right. Oh, sorry. I apologize. This is not actually used 进口 as an adjective. It's just verb plus the to describe a noun. To function a little bit like an adjective. Sorry. And here, 进口 means import, and the opposite is 出口 When you use a noun, it means exit, but when you use as a verb, it means export. All right, 出口 export. So 口 also the entrance, and 出 means out. So it would be easy for you to link to the meaning exit, the entrance for getting out. And when it's become a verb, become to mean export. So and this 爱尔兰出口牛肉 Ireland exports beef. Right? Next one. 跟我读。我在做这方面的工作。我在做这方面的工作。Alright. I, to do, and what's the meaning 在 for this part? It's not listening here. When 在 put before an action, it means doing something. So 在做 means doing. 这 means this. And this is a new word. 方面。方面 that means aspect. That means aspect or dispute. So 工作 work. 这方面的工作 this area's work. This area's work. This view's work. So I am doing this kind of job. I am doing the work of this area. Right? And next one. 我在谷歌负责销售方面的工作。Alright, I make you a longer but more practical one. 我在谷歌负责销售方面的工作。I am 负责 in charge of, don't forget. 销售 that means the sales. 方面 that's our new word expect or field. 的工作。销售方面的工作。The work of the sales department. Literal translation, the work of the sales aspect. The work in the field of selling. So 销售方面的工作 the work in sales department. 负责 blah blah blah, that means in charge of the work of sales department. In Google. Pay attention where you put the location. Remember, I talk about the sequence of the sentence. Always before the action. 负责 in charge of. So I am in charge of in charge of the work of sales department in Google. Right? One more time with me. 我在谷歌负责销售方面的工作。Alright. Next one, a long one but not so difficult. With me. 如果你今天很忙，我们就下个星期开会吧。Alright. One more time. 如果你今天很忙，我们就下个星期开会吧。See, I made this too long, so they identify 星期 and last as 星期一 Monday, right? But for real life situation, that's fine. Here, 如果 our new word. 如果 that means if, right? If. And it's a set of structure. It's normally we use 如果 with 就together, right? 就 I would prefer to translate it as then. If something happens, then that's our solution, right? If and then. If and then, right? So what's the situation? 如果你今天很忙 if you today very 忙 busy 我们 us we then 开会 remember have the meeting hold the meeting 开会 when next week. 下个星期, all right, next week. And 吧 to make a suggestion, right? To put 吧 at the end of a statement to make it into a suggestion. If you are too busy today, we shall have the meeting next week. And next one. 跟我读。如果你不爱我，就请离开我。Alright, this is a funny one. With me one more time. 如果你不爱我，就请离开我。What's the situation here? If you not or don't, 爱, the most important words in all the language, love or to love. If you don't love me, then please, 请 please 离开 leave me. If you don't love me, please leave me. One last example. 跟我读。如果你有问题，就随时联系我。如果你有问题，就随时联系我。I think this would be one of the most useful sentences you're ever going to get in contact with for this course. If you got question, 问题 question, 问题 question, 就 then 随时 that's a supplementary word for you. 随时 anytime. 随时随 actually means follow and 时 means time. Follow the time. Follow all the time. Anytime. Right? 联系 that's our word for last course. To contact. 联系 if you forgot, just to review the content. Alright? 联系 contact or to contact. 联系我 contact me. If you have question, then anytime contact me. Alright? Let me give you an actual translation. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any further queries. Next one. 我明天去拜访您，可以吗？我明天去拜访您，可以吗？ Sorry, let me get a drink. Alright, let's continue. I 明天 tomorrow 去 go to 拜访. Remember last course 拜访 to pay a visit, and it's a very exquisite way to say pay a visit with respect. So better to go with 您, a respectful form. Alright. I am gonna pay you a visit tomorrow. 可以 can or may. I would like to translate as may to get permission. 可以吗? Question, may I? So, may I pay you a visit tomorrow to a superior or a very important person? Next one. 我可以负责这项工作。我可以负责这项工作。To show that you're willing to take the responsibility, you're willing to take 我 I 可以 may be able to 负责 be responsible for 这项工作 alright 工作的 job, and here 项 is a measure word for the work, a very formal one, right? This one 项 is part of the word for 项 project, so that's why it makes, when you use as a measure word for job, it sounds really serious. So this is a really formal situation, like you're having a meeting. You probably only the middle level middle management of this meeting, and the boss is talking about some huge work responsibility, and you're willing to take one step further ahead. So we say, I could do this. I can be responsible for this work. Next one. 这里不可以吸烟 with me. 这里不可以吸烟。这里 means here, right? 不可以 not allowed, not allowed or not permitted. 吸烟 to smoke, so not smoking here. Here is not allowed to smoke. You probably see this on the sign. All right. Next one, and quite useful, simple but quite useful. 对不起，您刚问我什么？对不起，您刚问我什么？ Yeah, the translation engine has become more and more intelligent. 对不起 I'm sorry. 您 to be respectful. 刚 that's our new word for last course. Just or just now, alright? You just new word 问 to ask. You just asked me what? I'm sorry, what did you mention? What did you ask me? Right? This is perfect when you miss some information, or you couldn't understand the accent, or you simply need help. You want them to repeat it, what they're talking about. Alright? And also another very practical expression. 请问您是张先生吗？请问您是张先生吗？ See, a dot show the true meaning, alright? 请 please, 问 ask. Please ask, may I ask? So natural translation, excuse me. Excuse me, you are Mr. Zhang, aren't you? Excuse me, are you Mr. Zhang? Excuse me, are you Mr. Zhang? So 请问 is the perfect substitution of excuse me in Chinese, right? Oh, sorry, but only when you're inquiring information. If you want to borrow your pass, you say 对不起, sorry, instead. That's the same habit in here, right? Next one. 他是我的同事。他是我的同事。She is she is me and my 同事 new word colleague. She's my colleague. Need I explain anymore? Next one. 他常常提到您。他常常提到您。Alright, see the same pronunciation, so they cannot understand this. She 常常 often. 她常常 she often 提到 that's our new word to mention. She often mention about you. She often talk about you. She talks about you all the time. And this one. 我刚提到。我刚提到。What? Let me. 我刚提到 I just mentioned. As I am saying, right? Then follow your opinion. Next one. 我今天有事 Short but very useful. 我今天有事 I today have 事 for things or matters. 我今天有事 I have something for today. I am busy today. I am occupied today. I am not available today. And the next one. 你没事吧？你没事吧？ You don't have a thing, aren't you? 你没事吧？ Are you okay? This one 没事 altogether, not only 没事 altogether. This sentence, it is checking your physical and mental condition. Like when you see someone kind of need help, you go approach them and say 你没事吧? Are you okay? Are you alright? Do you need help? And as I was mentioned, 我刚提到 as I mentioned, 我刚提到 this one 吧 you put at end of a suggestion, put an end of a statement to make into a suggestion, right? Or you presume you already have an idea in your mind. So we always use 你没事吧 instead of 你没事吗? Because it's a situation you want the person to be alright, or just to be polite, you want the person to be alright. So we always use 吧 to indicate that you presume the person would be alright. So 你没事吧? Are you alright? When you care about someone. Last sentence structure. 请向张老师问好. With me? 请向张老师问好. Please, this one 向 our new word for towards. 向 towards. And this, for now, I would like you to remember it together with 问好, to say hello, to ask for the well-being, to say hello, to send one's regard. Oh, here, to send one's regard, to ask for their well-being, to send the regards. So 向 somebody 问好 means send my regards to the person. 请向张老师问好. Please send my regards to teacher Zhang. Right? Normally, you put this at the end of a conversation, especially when you're talking about an officer and you want to send your regards to their superior. Next one. 请让我向您做个介绍. One more time, make sure. 请让我向您做个介绍. 请让我向您做个介绍. Alright. Please, this one 让 means let. And normally here, 让我 means allow me. Alright, allow me. Please allow me to do an introduction 介绍 to you. Alright? Remember when I say with someone, to someone, those involved person, put it before the action. To make introduction to you. Right? Please let me make introduction to you. This would be a very formal and natural translation, opening kind of sentence when you're about to make a presentation in front of a group of people, especially your working partners in China. Alright, that's all the sentences. Let me here repeat them in normal speed for you to get used to them. You could check the meaning quickly while I was pronouncing them. First, 一，我来介绍一下。我来做个自我介绍。二，很高兴认识您。对不起，我不认识。三，很荣幸认识您。这是我的荣幸。四，我负责销售工作。五， 中国进口爱尔兰的牛肉和奶粉。这是进口的牛肉。爱尔兰出口牛肉。6. 我在做这方面的工作。我在谷歌负责销售方面的工作。7. 如果你今天很忙，我们就下个星期开会吧。如果你不爱我，就请离开我。如果你有问题，就随时联系我。8. 我明天去拜访您，可以吗？我可以负责这项工作。这里不可以吸烟。9. 对不起，您刚问我什么？请问您是张先生吗？10. 他是我的同事。11. 他常常提到您。我刚提到。12. 我今天有事。你没事吧？13. 请向张老师问好。请让我向您做个介绍。Alright. Check your homework. The first part is a translation. I only managed to make a part of them because my English is limited. So here, that's my idea for a very formal introduction of yours. You could add anything you need, but you need to at least translate this passage for me in Chinese. I will check with each one of you before I officially start my next class face-to-face. And next one. I put all the Chinese here in to answer the question in Chinese properly. I'm picturing those 5 sentences would be very natural. You definitely will run into them if you are going to meet some Chinese person in or outside China over a dinner. Alright? If you don't understand what's the meaning of this Chinese, put them into Google Translation and solve them one word by word. Try to get an actual translation, or you could talk to each other. I don't mind. Alright? I'm going to check this part as well before our face-to-face course. Alright, see you next time.